today. It is the upper bracket finals where the series dictates who gets the first ticket to the world stage of 2025 of Call of Duty Mobile. Elevate Puck here up against our esports.
And let's see how this one's going to go as we get to see this team again try to take on Elevate on an anti-Elevate map. And then starting on the flip side, though, you're going to have to play this P1. You gotta have to put a lot of smokes on it and have to control all three lanes for the moment. And just as you say that, right, you want to be able to have that P2 spawn right before the 20-second mark ticks for you to be able to have that early transition onto a Mon Hill.
So far, better spawn formation here from STE.JHAI, and they're going to be pushing back the players of Elevate Puck. But then again, though, it's going to be pretty hard here to flip the spawns, because as we all know, I mean, spawn points are pretty much defined here towards the left or towards the right side of the map, and there's no any mid spawns here so far. So we're going to be expecting a bit of a 50-50 battle, but there's going to be some slight intention here for instead of Elevate Puck to actually try to push out and push the players of STE.JHAI on the opposing side of the map. But so far, though, STE doing whatever it takes for them to stay on this right side of the map.
I mean, a little bit of a change of pace that we're seeing for Elevate. Usually you would like to try to play all ARs on this map right here, but you got a Type 63 for Susano, which I believe is also going to be a high value weapon when it comes to playing this close range once you're into that P2 and P3, because it's a one-shot and a two-shot capability type of weapon. So let's see how this one is going to go out as we enter the early rotation onto this one. We got P2 coming up next, and Scourge, the one in charge, to try to hold onto the water side, and Candy's gonna be there, just trying to hold things out, and he finds the breakthrough. And STE, yes, you got the early spawn. You're trying to get yourselves around the point, but there's kind of operators that are available here for Elevate that will be beneficial for them to take a hold of this map.
Oh, Tempest is gonna be flying through here. Two shots flies through it. But the third only connect, but it's not gonna be able to find the chain. Only gets a second though, but Chai once again with a War Machine, able to get a double for his own, but doesn't really get affected off the Tempest as well. I don't exactly know how does that happen, but one thing for sure for the STE.JHAI, he's on a 6-3 here with a War Machine.
Yeah, he's got 16, 17 already, an EMP system already built up, and talk about the guy ready for the spotlight. That is STE.JHAI. Now he can bring in that EMP system moving into P3 to just delay the operators that will be utilized here by Elevate.
Yeah, pushing in now here. Looking like they're going to be able to get the early rotation as well as they push back the players of Elevate Puck. Scourge just trying to soak up the last bit of scrap time off that P2, and it's going to be coming out pretty successful as well. And hands down, we get to see on the map as well the players of Elevate Puck here spawning out. It's going to be STE.JHAI once again having a brighter look here on his P3.
FDX with the Tempest is holding the back lines, so that should be enough safety net for you to be able to make the play. But he stands out and tries to play for the cutoff, and STE again, perfect hold so far. You get the early rotation. Now you got the last 15 seconds of this hill, but the kind of spawns that you don't really want to go is for you to be flipped out. And again, that's going to be a bit of a problem here as Elevate now manage get themselves inside of the point with the War Machine actually in the backup. And that's going to be a lot of damage as STE actually do fall out. That's 4 players going down, and they'll be right back at the spawns.
Yeah, triple investment here from the side of Elevate Puck off the operator skills, but does it grant them the full definition inside of the hill? One for sure. Kalo does know with an equalizer. Good for one elimination, but FTX puts himself into the mixture. Finds 2 for his own. The trade arrives with the flow. The rotations just looking to be so much better here for STE.JHAI at the end of this P3.
Yeah, 70-41. I mean, you're looking into a bank here. If you're STE, you've done a great job holding your P2 and P3. You can't be able just really struggle at this point as he's got full control of this moment. You got an EMP system and a War Machine intact. Moving on to P4 and Elevate. No matter what trophy system you do, once that is activated, you're gonna fall down from that War Machine. So you gotta be able to time that one properly. As Elevate has the early rotation onto this P4, they got a couple of guys just trying to play around point, and they do get shot down. And the player inside the hill actually collapses, so Elevate are looking to try to break this once again. And STE just continues to put a lot of this pressure in this game as they clear off the point and put Elevate back at spawns.
Yeah, right around a 30-point lead here for the side of STE.JHAI. Elevate Puck once again here, push back towards the spawn side on P2 vicinity. They're going to be trying to push up now. 5 players here, no sense of contention whatsoever from the side of Elevate Puck. And just like that, 6 more points to go, and it should be the players of STE.JHAI here entering the 100-point mark.
Yeah, it can't be too, you know, you can't be too relaxed right now, because you gotta go in full until this one reaches 250 points, because you never know what this map could do. It can easily snowball when you lose control of your mental, and you just gotta have to be resilient with how the way you play this game at the moment. Another one actually being built up here by Clove. Another EMP system is actually in place for STE moving into this next hill rotation. And Elevate has got to do a lot better on just trying to get the early rotation, honestly. from P2 to P3 because that has been missing, and that has allowed STE to absolutely score more points than them.
Yeah, I gotta say though, the operator usage here from STE.JHAI has been pretty phenomenal. And that has been one big factor why, and they're able to put up this very dramatic gap up against the players of Suavei Puck. Now, here, last 30 seconds to be fought for here on speed 1, and so far, STE.JHAI still looking to have the control. Now, the Tempest is going to be out. Susano, PJ, feeds off it, and it's going to be FDX pushing through, creating the space for the rest of the squad of STE.JHAI to hop inside of the hill.
They just way too ahead is FDX here. Just so much value coming out of that operator, and has always been one of the key players for STE to just be in that clutch moment. And very reliable as a player there is FDX with only 19 eliminations. That still has helped this team build up a pretty huge lead moving on to the next hill. With only 5 seconds remaining here, would want to get the early rotation, and looking at that right now, seems like it's still STE that has managed to obtain those early rotates and able to really punish off Elevate for making sure that they come in late here.
Yeah, I mean, Elevate Puck, they need a good sense of wave of their operator skills. But Susano drops his net machine, obscures his own net machine as well. Now, Kendi pushing through, the equalizer gets dropped. Same goes for the War Machine. And no more operators here for the side of Elevate Puck, and they can't accumulate the break at all here, Callie.
Yeah, they got JHAI's War Machine here, just putting a lot more of that pressure through the front and the water side. So there's really no chance for Elevate to really step inside of the point. With all these operators that's been built up and finding a lot of value in it is JHAI. And look at that lead, man. It just ballooned over to 70 points. And Elevate are nowhere near having sort of a momentum to just get inside. They're just pushing one by one. Yes, they may have had the kills, that kills, the 1-for-1 trades around the hill. But again, the rotation, because of having them early rotate and having the spawns here, just gives them a limited reinforcements to move in around this speed 2. And the same thing is going to happen on this speed 3. So they better make sure that they are the ones that find themselves early here this time.
Yeah, one central problem here is that the AR is just not clicking here for the side of LA Puck. I mean, you should have Susano here rocking the AR as well, but Kendi himself is not really feeling off. I mean, if you get the quick comparison between Kendi and JHAI, 18 kills for Kendi, 41 for the side of JHAI. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong here, especially when it comes to laning things out here inside of this map. But fortunately, though, at the start of this Speed 3, so far, LA Puck, they do have the brighter look.
Looking pretty good now here is Elevate, at least for the first 20 seconds. But here comes the operators coming through for STE. Clove with the equalizer, good for only 2 elimination. And still, they got the spawn, so FTX needs to be able to cut this on off the laboratory. But Yopi's going to be there with the shot down. And Elevate, again, will be able to stabilize around the hill.
Pushing through now here, spawns are going to get split apart just for a moment or so. STE.JHAI though in the process, going to be able to get the break inside of the hill. 18 seconds left to be fought for. And so far, STE.JHAI devoting their hearts out to stay alive inside of the hill. Big old spray for JHAI. Up a 4-3, making it 5, but Reef beats him to it. And it's the players of STE.JHAI once again, taking away the scrap time out from the hands of Elevate Puck.
Yeah, STE.JHAI, 45 elimination, really impressive in the individual performance. He's got himself so much eliminations out of this team in Elevate, and you would think that he'd really be able to slow down after not playing a Summit map, but he's always been a steady 40 kills per game player for STE.JHAI. He's really like that in terms of playing this hardpoint game mode. And now the comeback is needing here for Elevate. If they do want to make sure that they want to bounce back, they gotta hold on to this P4. But JHAI here with the absolute stop all the way to the water side. He's got the War Machine to back him up, and the pressure again will be broken inside of the point, and he's not gonna be handling out more L's no more, as he does get himself shot down. But he's done the damage, he's flipped the spawn, and look at where STE is. They're up by 83 points.
It's gonna be hard here for the side of LA Puck, the Red Rebellion, to come back on top inside of this game. Has to play next to hills near perfectly inside of this run, and it all starts here with a scrap time. Big 1v1 for Kalo, finds the FDX away. The cavalry arrives, the nade flies through, but it's gonna be the players of LA Puck now here reinforcing this last and final 4 seconds inside of the hill. But STE.JHAI still gonna have the last and final lap of that P4. We go back to P1 here, Cali. 3rd time is the charm.
And JHAI's already got 50 elimination, and not only that, Clove is also popping in a 50 almost, with his equalizer coming into play once again. The imp system is going to be popped, and another Predator missile that they're ready for utilization later on today. And man, here it comes. They got the information now, and another one will go down. Elevate definitely looking so dehydrated right now with the way STE has been playing this map. way ahead in terms of the strategy here in this Combine Hardpoint, and STE.JHAI just putting in a masterful performance with 52 elimination, might even pass a 60 bomb to just put Elevate under 200 points and not make this game even close.
We progress towards this match with Elevate Puck having a 100% win rate on a hard point here in this Stage 4 tournament, but it doesn't seem to fit into their favor anymore as we get to see the players of Suavei Esports on the mark to get the victor's crown. As they get the early rotation now here on P3, Elevate Puck, they get the read. Halo here whips out the equalizer to try to zone out the players of Suavei Esports. Now the spots are going to be solidified, but fortunately for them, 2 players, 3 players spawning out. This could be an opener here for the side of Elevate Puck.
Yeah, really important that they take down FTX if they do want to spark the comeback here. But Jai is going to have that operator, that War Machine again, is ready for eliminations, and he's still alive out there. So a lot of pressure around the point with this War Machine. Unfortunately, that is going to get shut down by the trophy system, so no break there. But here comes another explosive operator from Reef, who only gets to take down 2, but is enough to actually break the point, and Elevate are going to be spawning right back away from this hill, and Kalo with the massive hold there, that 2-piece really helping this squad a lot and just trying to stabilize around the point. But look at how STE is going inside of that point. A zombie horde style, pretty much the same thing as Elevate has been doing all this year. Finally able to capitalize on it. Here is STE, but the game definitely not yet over as STE continues to contest this hill.
Drops the lead to just 70 here, but Suavei Esports looking forward to extend this one through. The Preddy flies in. Jai on the feed. Good for 2 elimination. He's not able to get the trade here, but player 1 close stays alive. Pump to the face. Good for 2, but PJ from the back able to get it done. And the scrap time will go to the side of Elevate Puck, but in the process, they lose the rotation towards P3 here, Cali.
Yeah, Jai with already 63. Can we see a 70 bomb beat drop here in his first map for the finale of this Garena Regional Qualifiers here in 2025 upper bracket finals? Jai does get the fall down. STE only needs 8 more points to win this game. STE now just desperate to try to get inside of the point, but look at Elevate just trying to smash their way inside. They're gonna take the gunfights. They're gonna take down 5 players to begin with, and now this is the finally what we want to see for Elevate. They do want to make that push inside, but again, there are operators available here for STE that they can pop to eventually take this hard point away from the boys of Elevate. And that one, here's the first outcome, right? It's Clove with the equalizer. That should be the kill. Enough for them to finally put this game to rest. Elevate now away from the hill, and a Clove shut down. A 57 kill performance from Clove. A 67 kill performance from that player, and just maybe find the weakness and attack it. So STE's got to be ready for that. Here we go. Map number 2, a chance for STE to extend this lead to 2 maps, and an opportunity for Elevate to tie up the series.
Let's get it on. First round here is going to be opening up. Elevate Puck so far going to try to go for a 4-1 split here with FTX getting first blood. Kenny watching the cross there, not able to get the shot to connect, and heavily calling here. I mean, Suavei Esports looking like they are pretty prepared on this A side, which seems to be the direction that Elevate Puck is going to be going towards too.
Yeah, the nade is not going to get anybody, but at least he dealt the first blood on the first 30 seconds at most. And having the first blood, it just increased their odds of winning so much. Elevate's just really thinking this through. They want to play for a pick, but again, a high-low post play going to be put up here at the A connectors, and Clove is going to be there with Skurd. Here comes the challenge. Kenny's going to take the first pick. Skurd with the trade. Kalo will be there to hunt down Skurd. And that is going to make this thing equalize. So now you've done the play to make sure that the life counts are equal. Are you going to be able to put that bomb either at the A or the B side?
It's going to be holding its angle down, and Halo looks to slip down actually on the bottom side. So it's going to be pretty much a free lane there on the B side, where Suavei Esports, our main focal point, is going to be on the A side. So not going to be a problem here off the post plants. Bomb plant itself, so it's going to be a 3v3 post plant situation. 30 seconds left. It gets extended now here towards 44 as the time of the factor is going to be ticking for the side of Elevate Puck.
Iopi and Kalo definitely going to need to try to put themselves in the best way possible to win this round, and Kalo is going to be that main sniper this time with the sniper duo out. He's going to be in charge of just watching through that CT spawn, but little do they know, it's going to be FTX right through the staircase who finds the kills, and there we go. 1 for each player for STE to take the elimination and win the retake.
Just pretty clean retake there overall for the side of Suavei Esports. And the post plant didn't matter. One from the top, two from the back. Able to get it done. Jai, FDX, Reef. Serving the first round here for a set of STE. Now we move over now here to the second half. Second round at least. Perhaps, and it's going to be another play for the pickoff. A 1-4 split here to be offered by STE.JHAI.
I just got to take care of your live out here in the first few moments if you're Elevate. Because like ST's been really routing through that A main a lot. And again, another first blood. Susano is out. And we've talked about Palitao just maybe trying to just VOD that other snipers. And they've been able to shut down Susano twice. And if you do that, it makes it easier for you to put a lot of pressure. Pressure against Elevate in this S&D.
Could be a lack of adaptability here. Or more versatility for Suavei puck. STE so far looks to be one step ahead. Now we go for the strike here. Caution's gonna be flying on by. It's gonna be player 5 and STE.JHAI here all alone. And Clove now here. Holding things down. Smoke's gonna be deployed. Bomb's gonna be planted once again. Now it's gonna be a 4v4 retake. 2 from the back, 2 from the front.
Candy with another shot down there. FDX falls down. Clove still very nice position to be in. And you still got Skirt to play around with his longer engagement, so you gotta play the support, and now the shots have been fired. It's all about the isolation play here. Kendi has won the last 3 gunfights on the flank. It all leads down to STE trying to win this through the front. And Clove makes the plays. 1v1 situation now, and Clove makes it done! Well done for STE. A 3-piece for Kendi? Hell yeah. But I'm gonna do it better. Clove with his first 3 kills to win the retake and put STE up by 2 rounds.
Yeah, that's wild there. Clove was dealing with a crossfire there on the bottom side of the side and inside of the tunnel, and he wasn't able to deal with it now. Dancing around, razzle and dazzle, baby. That's gonna be Clove off the HS. Now this time, looks to go for another pace. Enter pace now. Gonna be Yopi and PJ walks into the native Clove. Reef finds 2. Susano now all alone in 1v4.
Oh man, no trophy system to push that lane. And you're gonna get punished by that nade. And another one pops into cinema. The popcorn from Skirt takes down Susano, and STE now up by 3 rounds.
Full collapse. It seems like on paper, on the last 3 rounds, Elevate Puck, they've been trying to do their best, but it is just already Esports one step ahead. As always, another flavor picks here on towards the ace side. Gonna be offering a 3-2 split. Reef finds 1 off the cross. Hindi there with his shot. Sniper not able to get the shot to connect. Donna gets tagged up on the top side. Doesn't really change his position. Wants to challenge the same old position and doesn't seem to find any entryways at all here on his A side.
Now there's not a lot of engagements happening in this first 30. Elevate really done a great job than just trying to get their lives away from the first blood here from STE. So gonna have to make sure it's gonna have to really work through and find this pick patiently and allow your team to just attack and just get naded through like what happened in the last round. So PJ, you're gonna need to find something here. I'd say, I mean, Kendi as well as Susano has done their fair share of finding these eliminations in this long range, but you gotta find something if you're PJ and Yopi. Combines for nothing right now at the moment.
It's gonna be watching the bottom side here. Not knowing why. I mean, you got player 3 Skirt, you're watching the mid map, and now they gotta go for the Chow here, and Utility's gonna get dropped as well. Jai just playing for his life. Not gonna be overcommitting. The drop splash is gonna be out as well. Should be able to find him through for himself. Oh my god, Jai! Perfect place. Dropped from the sky. Not gonna get the shot, but it's gonna be 2 players out in the dust for the side of Elevate Puck, but Kendi doubles it down. Here, FDX from the top side. Can get the shot to connect. Reef no. Able to get 1. FDX hails up from the sky once again. Now 2v1. Goes for another challenge. And Stalwart Esports makes it happen. 4 in a row for Stalwart Esports.
I mean, where's the trophy systems if you're trying to make those plays right there? I mean, you got the smokes, you got the stuns, but nobody really able to put a lot of pressure in the front because either you're getting naded out or just being stunned. We're trying to make that push. And STE.JHAI with the play again with another wall bang. 5 first bloods so far in this first 5 rounds. Finally, it's gonna get equally traded. But again, the problem is your SMGs, you cannot really activate them right now. Another concussion will be deployed here by STE. And again, your snipers have done most of the dirty work here for Elevate. You have got nothing from your SMG so far, and you need something now. Or this map right here might just be all over.
Need to get the shots here. It's 4v3. Odds favoring the players of Elevate Puck. Could this be the first round for them? 23 seconds left on the clock here for instead of STE to make the play. Double child there on the left side, one player on the top. Now Yopi here swings by. Yopi, Susano finds one from the south. Reef goes down. Finally the first round for the set of Elevate Puck, but took them 5 rounds here, Cali.
I mean, you take that one, you take that one any day. At least now you finally get a breather that, hey, it's not going to be a full dominance in this first half. Let's just work our way up, maybe even get the second round win here. To make this game manageable as we move on to the second half of this search and destroy. And again, PJ and Yopi only with 2 kills combined. You take a look at the other side, right? Cloven Reef on the front end combines for 11 elimination. That's a +9 kill advantage for SDE.
Pushing through. Mid-map control here for a set of Elevate Puck. Side control. Gonna be happening. No shots connected. It's just gonna be same old 4-1 split once again here from set of SDE. Dishano checking out here on the winery. Clove here on a mid-map. Default play. Going for the chow. Finds Yopi. And PJ away. Sub-duo is gone. Halo, Susano, Kendi, all alone now here in a 3v5. Putting it out for 3v4. FBX drops down. Able to get one. And another. Kendi, all alone. 1v3. What can you do?
Oh man, Elevate's fully checked out right now. And you see the study that STE provided in this match right here. To successfully take down PJ and Yopi on the mid-map when they're on the attack. Fully checks out. That is VOD work that SDE has provided in this match. They came in prepared and have all the bullets to line up. Elevate, put on a dominant show.
Morality dropped. Now we switch to sides. Stalwart Esports now here going to be playing on the offensive. Going to be flying in here. Not able to get the connection. The 3-2 split here for the set of Elevate Puck. I'm just going to be lying towards the direction they're on a mid-map. Should be a calling for an 8 mid execution. Looking at the formation that player 1 Cloven FJ is going to be holding on to as well. But they could quickly divert the swell towards the B side any moment of time. But looking like it is going to be the A commitment that Stalwart Esports is going to be trying to hope for.
I mean, they're just trying to wait for a position from Elevate to overextend. And nothing really has happened so far. Waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike here. They've got all the lineups. You can see it. Everybody's in position. Waiting for those nades to cut out. That should be quick information once they throw all of those utilities into this A site. But they don't want to do that. They want to play this one sneaky. And Clove is going to be the front man. Jai's going to provide the long range support. And when Clove drops down there, it might get feisty. Here comes the nades. The push through now is in. Clove finds the first one. Kendi will get taken down. And again, the entry from Clove is all that matters. As STE completely discombobulates the A side. Susano, player remaining here for Elevate, will soon be shut down quick when that entry happened at the A site.
As time progresses, Stalwart Esports, a lot of questions was asked. Have they reached their ceiling? And the answer is no. It is so much better. Definitely a better version for themselves here inside of this run. Now as they go for the strike here, a 5-man push on the B side. Elevate Puck looking like they are aware of it. But Jai finds the first blood. Susano's gonna be out. Reef gets the turn on of Kalo, and the first 2 kills goes to the side of STE.
Oh, everything is just falling apart now for Elevate. It's STE, the Garena Masters 9 champions, showing the quality. They are really the champions after all, beating Elevate twice in Garena Masters 9. And looking to defeat them for the 3rd time this year. STE with the redemption arc. Skird makes the play. PJ finally gets his first kill, but he gets shut down. Not yet. It's a 1v1. The play is alive, but FTX finally delivered. And they finally end it here in map number 3. Crossfire control. Can STE do the sweep and do dirty to the 2024 World Champions and the current reigning regional champions for Garena?
Starts things off here with the first blood for STE.JHAI, making the second for him. Squared FTX painting the feed all yellow. And so far, granting the map control. FTX burning up the heat. Good for 1 elimination, gets tangled up, but that's going to be opening up the lane here on the A control point to get the progression going on.
Skirt just pushing through the spawns, which is insane. Elevate just dropping lives on the defense where it's supposed to be a defensive-sided map. You've lost down 5 lives already. You gotta find this reset. You can't take, and you can't allow STE from running down through your spawn just like this. And here we go. It's a full-on shutdown. Elevate has lost momentum.
Morality's dropped. No sense of control whatsoever. The players of Elevate Puck here push
What is
back.
happening?
+6. Bird on a spring once again. And now they quickly hop in towards the B control point. PJ just slid around from the backside, but it doesn't matter. 11-20, Cali. It is now where the esports round rightfully owned.
Yeah, just pushing through the spawns is how STE has been able to take this win right here, but they definitely are able to find their regather, but it might just be too late as STE has managed to get full control of the map. Again, pushing either through the B depot or right through the bottom X. Only 5 lives remaining, and we only had a couple of minutes into this map right now when STE has already got a massive lead.
Halo with none. 6% of Susano trying to carry the weight of the squad, but it doesn't matter at most. In a 3v9 situation, granted, Sour Esports gonna be falling back here, playing off the ticks. They can just stall this one out and play for their operator skills, and the second round might just snowball to their name as well, Cali. Susano,
you're not
looking to end off his demise, but I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Oh my god, that's not... I think that might just be it. You can't self-nade yourself according to the world's rulebook. But I'm not sure. Let's just continue casting this. STE will continue to try to drive this one forward now that they're on the defensive side. It is going to be a little bit more of aggression again right through the Butchers as well as the top B1.
Definitely now. The round persists once again here with another quick strike for the set of Sour Esports. They got a death machine here pushing up on Delhi's side. PJ will try to go for the contention there. Kendi's gonna be down on the other side. DOP all alone. Up against 3 players of the players of Stalwart Esports. Good for 1 elimination, making a double for him. And so far, they're able to get the first initial wave here onto the A control point.
Yeah, Elevate are going to be able to try to push through this. Again, a little bit more revitalized when it comes to playing this map right now in this round number 2. But STE, again, they are relentless. They waste no time trying to get right back and clear their base. But Elevate Kilo actually manages to really push this through and just attack. And STE are kind of a bit of a trouble here, but they're able to manage the waves completely. And now it's their turn to try to attack the defense, pushing through. Skirt is going to be all around the mid-map and just shrouded by the smoke. He's here to try to find elimination, try to the ticket put, and he is gonna fall though. So Susano does find a kill on the Scared.
Definitely a great push out here once again coming through. So far 13-12, a bit of defensive life here for the set of Elevate Puck. Definitely all the grounds are all equalized, and they're going to be able to get the time extension now, but the problem is, though, can you make the crosser on the B depot to get some map controls close so far? Doing exactly just like that. Reef is going to be out with an equalizer, and that is going to be the life counter drop from the players of Elevate Puck.
Oh, looking not good again at all for Elevate when it comes to playing this attack side. They have been shot down by STE multiple times in the first 2 maps, and it's just the same exact thing here. You need this War Machine to find value, but JHAI's operator just too good again. Finding 4 kills right there is going to be JHAI and Reef combined. The new duo that this team took just a couple of months ago has allowed STE once again to go up 2 rounds in this match right now.
Last 2 alive. Kendi, Halo all alone on the crown to go for match point here. Kalo looking to drop the nade, takes himself out once again. Sour Esports now here on match point.
Oh, this is not looking good right here. And it's just Elevate looking stunned at what happened on the first 2 maps. And if you're TSM, you're really looking to be very happy. You're licking your lips right now because of how Elevate is playing. And this is how they got shut down 2 years ago. They went in undefeated on the upper bracket, and Elevate lost the upper bracket finals and the losers finals. And Elevate looking to face the same exact thing if they do not change the field of the game right now. You're currently 1 round away from losing here at the upper bracket.
Definitely 26-25 now here, pushing through. Halo here with an equalizer popping away. Reef FTX, good for 1 for himself. 23-25 they go. And it is going to be the players here from the set of Sour Esports once again getting a break free here on his A control point. Second in progress, shouldn't be a problem. Reef now going to go for the push out. And it's going to be STE once again here just battling for the time extension as well. But so far, slight bits of recovery from the side of Elevate Puck.
Okay, STE, again, they may not have had the forcefully pushing through the spawns at the moment. So I think Elevate has managed to really take care of those 3 lanes. So, but again, never too early. You know, it's never too sure for you to be able to get this win right now. STE can really just put the pressure with his operators and everything will spiral out of control. But again, gotta win your key gunfights. Gonna have to focus on the present. And again, this best of 5. This is a best of 5. So you, even if you do win it, you're gonna have to play 2 more maps just to take away STE. So there's really a lot of things that you got to worry about mentally here in this match, but just focus on trying to take this first round win. And this control is what you're gonna need to do because Stalwart Esports are still in this round right here. Now they are up by 2 lives. STE Clove extends out on the B Depot FTX with the Annihilator. This might be the absolute showdown that Elevate is about to take. Only 4 lives remaining. Make that 3. STE, the Garena Masters 9 champions, will continue to beat down Elevate as they first take the mark of compiling themselves to the World Championship. STE with the shutdown 3-0, and we welcome our first Garena representative, Stalwart